I am your host, Natalie Reina, and it is so nice to see all your bright and shining faces here for this Thursday night game. Not sure when I started saying bright and shining faces. It's kind of just stuck, but here we are. Players, I didn't acknowledge it in my 3 p.m. show, but we'd be remiss not to. Queen Elizabeth did pass away this morning at 96 years old. Now, whether or not you support or follow the monarchy, a death is still a death, and a constant reminder that life is short and sweet, so make the most of it. So our condolences to everyone affected by her passing. As well, players, maybe now more than ever, you know we need to offer some good news, and it's a double show day for me. That means I'm here to provide it. Now, this is a super cool news story. A man was saved by his smartwatch. Yeah, so apparently his wife gifted him an Apple Watch for his birthday, and he noticed his heart rate was exceptionally low, like lower than most fitness buffs, and he was not the most active man on the planet. So finally, after much urging and despite his protest that the watch was faulty, went in to see some cardiologists. Just went in for some basic checkups, and within a few hours, he was getting frantic phone calls. Apparently, the results indicated that the man had a massive heart block and was at extreme risk for cardiac arrest. They said if it hadn't been treated, he probably would have died very soon after. Anyway, the man underwent life-changing surgery that has kept him alive. Him and his wife got married, went on a beautiful honeymoon. So keep those smart watches dialed in. Make sure you're monitoring your health, and you know what? You got your smartwatches synced up to get to hear at Cash Live. I'm sure some of you did. So hey, at least it's doing something for you. And Cash Live we shall play. For those of you who are new to the game, here's how it works. We're going to give you 2 cards. We call those your whole cards. And then we all check out a flop together. From there, you, my friend, have a decision to make. If you're looking at the flop and it lines up with the cards in your hands, go right ahead, live a little, swipe right, go all in. Alternatively, if you're looking at them and there's nothing there for you, all you got is rags, you can always swipe left and use a fold. Here in Cash Live, we give you 3 folds to use in the first 6 preliminary rounds. When the 6 first rounds are over, the players who've earned the top 5 chip stacks, they sit and play at what we call the final table. And it's there that we get to see them battle it out for some big old cash prizes, as well as the title of Cash Live Champion. Now, players, as well, something special about Thursdays, we're 3-handed. Yes, you may notice in normal games you got more players joining you at every table. Yeah, that does deserve an air horn. We love 3-handed Thursdays. But on Thursdays, you just got 2 opponents with you every single round. So that's all you got to stress about, that and making it to the final table, that is. So get those fingers ready to swipe, because tonight's game of Cash Live starts right now. Woohoo! Welcome everybody. Joining me at the feature table, I got Katie, Wade, and Chase. Players, let's dive right in. Let's check out your first flop of the night. The flop is the 5 of hearts, the 4 of diamonds, and the 7 of hearts. Alrighty, players, like I said, take a good look at your whole cards. Take a look at that flop, because y'all got a decision to make. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left like we talked about if you do want to use a fold. As well, players, normal 6-round Thursday. That means you have a rebuy to use. If you get eliminated in rounds 1 through 3, we do put you straight back in the tournament, but you've got a slightly lower chip stack. We give you an extra life in rounds 1 through 3. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the Jack of Spades, a new high card. Maybe you just got top pair. Let's go to your river. The river card is the Ace of Spades. The motorhead lands on the river, but what did it do for you? Maybe you snagged away top pair yet again. Let's go to the results page. The high hand went to Pen15, one of my favorite usernames out there, with the 8 high straight. Motoman661 and M Brown also had that. Our chip leader was Chop Rabbit with 60,000 chips. We are moving on into round number 2. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 10 of hearts, the Queen of Spades, and the 7 of clubs. Okay, folks, you know what time it is. Yes, it is decision time. Swipe right and go all in, or swipe left and use a fold. In round number 2, sitting with me at the feature table, I got 3 opponents, because it is 3-handed for Thursdays. I got Idjity, I've got Hazy, Tallulah, and I've got Booty Bandit. Very cute, very original. Haven't seen that one before. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, the board has paired on the turn. Maybe it gave you trips, perhaps quads. Let's go to the river. The river card is the 9 of hearts, and that does it for round number 2. How did you do in round number 2? Let's go over to the results page and find out. The high hand in round 2 went to Cheeky Tab with a full house. Queens full of 8. Hey, confusing name, but excellent hand. Janda7479 and KT85 also had that. Our chip leader is P. Marquez with 142,000 chips. 1,574 of you move on into round number 3. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Diamonds, and the King of Clubs. All right, friends. You know what time it is. Let's see some decisions already. And hey, players, if you caught my 3 p.m. game, I'm curious, how is your pumpkin spice potluck party going? The theme is everything there has to be pumpkin spice flavored. So plan accordingly. Pumpkin pie, that's not all there is. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the King of Spades. Okay, the board doubly pairs. If you've got a king or a queen, you're on a full house. Let's go to the river. The river card is the 3 of Diamonds. That'll do it for round number 3. And that means rebuys are done. Let's head on over to the results page. The high hand went to GGD with 4-of-a-kind kings. Wow, quads look great on you. Mel Upshaw also had that. And our chip leader, P. Marquez, hanging on in the lead with 216,000 chips. 1,456 of you move on into round number 4. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the King of Hearts, the 4 of Clubs, and the 3 of Hearts. Players, friends, make your decision. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to fold. If you got any folds left, if you've been going left swipe heavy, it is now up to the poker gods. What are you going to do with that king high board? Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the Ace of Clubs, putting 2 flush draws on the board. Let's go to the river, see if one lands. The river card is the King of Clubs. Hey, good news if you got clubs in your hand. And like I said, rebuys are done, so we can head straight on over to the results page. The high hand in round number 4 went to Bonkberg with 4-of-a-kind kings. Wow, you guys are loving the kings today. JD420 also had that. And our chip leader is Zamboni with 284,000 chips. 1,236 of you move on into round 5. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 3 of Diamonds, the Jack of Hearts, and the 8 of Clubs. All right, friends, make some decisions. Hey, Zamboni, I'm pretty sure you min cashed in my 3 p.m. game. I vaguely recall saying your name. So, hey, good to see you back in action. Jeff Wee, Country Gallinero, we also at my feature table. And hey, decisions have come in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 10 of Hearts. Okay, the 9 Queen gives you the nut straight. Let's go to the river. The river card is the Queen of Spades. Hey, there it is. All you needed was a 9 to make that straight. Let's go to the results page, see who managed to make it. The high hand went to Alicia with the Ace High straight. Yeah, making your way straight to the big time on Broadway. Hey, Hollywood also got that hand, and Redgar also had that. Our chip leader is Penguini with 335,000 chips, taking it away from our friend Zamboni. And hey, wow, 972 of you have made it to round number 6. Congrats to those of you who've made it all the way through the preliminaries. That is never easy. So the hard part is over. But do remember, if you want to sit at the final table, there are only 5 spots, which means you have to be above our final table cut line, which at the moment is sitting at 267,000 chips. And as Shania Twain says, it's only going up, up, up from here. So without further ado, let's check out your last preliminary flop. The flop is the Queen of Spades, the 2 of Clubs, and the 9 of Clubs. All right, friends. Guess what time it is? For a lot of you, for the last time, it is decision time. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left if you want to use a fold. That is, if you got any folds left. You made it all the way to round number 6. We've got Renee 2 day 7, Bobby Hill, and Scams at my feature table. And guess what? Decisions are in. Let's check out your turn card. The turn card is the 6 of Diamonds. Okay, not doing much if you are chasing that flush. Let's go to the river. The river card is, oh, the Jack of Clubs. There it is. That help you needed came through for you. But friends, so sad to see so many of you go. It is time to give a round of applause to our min cashers. These are your top 300 players coming out of round number 6. Give them a scroll, give them a hand. We've got Geronimo 87, Champani, Country Gal, Penguini, our old chip leader, Katie 85, Kira Please Me, amongst others as well. We can go ahead and fire up the Jets for our bubble person 69 poker with 316,000 chips. Wow, just 3,000 outside of that cut line. And yes, Kira did hear that and chuckle for that person who has that username. All right, guys, do you see those 5 names in front of you? Those are tonight's Thursday Throwdown champions. Those, dear friends, are your final tablists. But before I get a chance to introduce them properly, it is time for us to fire up the final table. Woo! Welcome, folks, to tonight's final table. Joining me here tonight in the top 5 spots, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Leonard, to guest 86184, NR1313, Rafaela 18, and Dad. Hey, what's up? That's not my dad's username. I know that one. Players, welcome to tonight's game. Congrats on making it this far. I won't waste any more of your time. Let's check out your first final table flop. The flop is the Ace of Hearts, the Queen of Diamonds, and the 9 of Hearts. 2 years doing the job. Still call it full to flop. Players, you know what time it is. But before you make any rash decisions, remember all of your folds have been reset to 1. And just as before, it is decision time. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left if you do want to use your one and only final table fold. Bearing in mind, the rules are a little different at the final table. If you are eliminated, you are out of here. There is no rebuy option, but you know what? You made it to the final table, so you're going home with some cash. Hey, we got a two-way all in. Guest and Dad going neck and neck. Let's see what you got. All right, we've got Guest with the Ace 2. Okay, top pair for you. Dad has the King 8. Okay, Dad. Ooh, you look like you should be on a straight draw, but unfortunately you are not. Right now, Guest is in the lead with that pair of aces. Dad, you're gonna need runner help here. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 10 of Diamonds. Okay, now you're on a straight draw. You were hoping a Jack comes down for a gut shot straight. Otherwise, gosh, you don't have any overcards. Guest will be eliminating you with that pair of aces. Let's go to the river card, see if you can find that Jack. The river card is the 3 of Spades. No, a Jack, that is not. Guest, you are taking this hand. And Dad, it's been such a pleasure having you. But you're going home with $5, so congrats to you, my friend. And guess what? We are now four-handed, moving on into final table hand number 2. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 6 of Clubs, the 3 of Hearts, and the 8 of Hearts. All right, friends. Make your decision. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to use a fold. Now, players, if you caught my 3 p.m. game and you stayed all the way to the end, you will also know it was an 11-round final table. Yeah, or 10-round final table. It went on for ages, but really exciting game in the end. Hey, we've got a 4-way all in. Let's see what you got. We've got Guest in the top spot with the 8-7. Okay, a pair of 8s gives you top pair. Leonard on the Ace-7. Okay, you got an overcard in your hand. And R with the Jack 5. All right, again, overcard. And Raphael has the 5-4. Okay, Raphael, you're open-ended. You want a 7 or a 2 to come down to make a straight. Right now, it is looking like Guest is in the lead, your chip leader, with that top pair. But there's straight draws and overcards out there. So let's go to the turn card. The turn card is, oh, the Jack of Clubs. Yes, that means NR has made a higher pair. Okay, right now, NR is in the lead with that pair of Jacks. However, Leonard has picked up a flush draw. Raphael can still hit their straight. They are open-ended for the 7 or the 2, and Guest is just looking to make trips, so an 8 will come down here. Otherwise, it looks, none of those other outs can be clubs. Ay caramba! Right now, it looks like JR is in the lead, or NR is in the lead with those Jacks, but let's go to that river card, see if they can fade half the deck. The river card is the 3 of Spades. NR, you did manage to fade. Oh, yeah, you had 58% odds. So, yeah, almost half the deck there. And that means Raphael, we're saying goodbye to you. And Leonard on the side pot because Guest had those 8s. But, hey, you're going home with $15 and $10 respectively. So, congrats to you both. And now we are heads up moving on into final table hand number 3. Let's check out the flop. The flop is the 2 of Spades, the 10 of Clubs, and the King of Spades. Guest. Guess what? Be my guest. You got a decision to make. You're the only one with a fold left. NR is in a crushing chip lead though with the 1.47 million chips. Guest has 499,000, so almost a million short. But if you saw the 3 p.m. game, you know there's a lot of comebacks coming here. Okay, and Guest decided to fold. Fair enough. Let's roll it out. The turn card would have been the 6 of Spades. The river card would have been the 4 of Spades. Wow, NR would have had a king high flush, I believe. So Guest, you know what? I'm going to guess you made the right call there. And you know what? It doesn't matter because that means no one gets eliminated. We are still moving on into final table hand number 4. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the king of clubs, the jack of diamonds, and the 2 of spades. Friends, no decisions are left. Let's just flip them over. Let's see what we're bringing to final table hand number 4. All right, we've got NR with the 9-5, the Dolly Parton, but she's not giving you any help on this board. And then we've got Guest with the 4-3. Yikes. Okay, right now, NR is in the lead simply with 9 high. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 4 of spades. All right, there's a little bit of action. Guest is now in the lead with the pair of 4s. However, all hope is not lost for NR. If a 9 or a 5 comes down on this river, NR will make a higher pair and end this game. Let's go to the river card. The river card is the queen of clubs. That'll do it. Guest's pair of 4 holds. That's sometimes all it takes, folks. And that means they are doubling up and taking this hand. But that also means no one gets eliminated. We are still heads up moving on into final table hand number 5. And wow, the chip stacks are so close. Less than 100,000 apart. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 2 of spades, the jack of spades, and the 6 of hearts. All right, like I said, no folds left. We can just flip over those hands and see what's happening in final table hand number 5. All right, we've got NR in the top spot with the 6-3. Okay, that gives you mid pair. Guest, on the other hand, has the king 4. Okay, you do have that overcard, so you are really hoping a king comes down here. But let's go to the turn card, see if you can find that king. The turn card is the 3 of clubs. Hang on, that was not the card you wanted because it gives NR 2 pair. However, it does open up a straight draw. So Guest, you are hoping a 5 comes down to save you. You can no longer hit your king. It is going to come down to a 5 and only a 5. Otherwise, NR is taking this thing. Let's go to the river card. The river card is the 9 of spades. That does it. NR 1313. You are tonight's Cash Live champion. Congratulations, my friend, going home with $30 in your pocket. Yes, it's such a pleasure to have you. Make sure you do make a full account so that you can take out your money when you reach that threshold. But you're going home with $20 for now. And that virtual bracelet is all yours, baby. Thank you, final tables, min cashers, and all of you for sticking around and watching tonight's games. About 450 of you still spectating. Such a pleasure having you guys here. Now, you know what? We got 2 more games coming at you. I believe Kira is hosting 2 games. Heck yeah, she is. And whoever had that odd Kira username, you're going to be extra excited about that one. Guys, it has been such a pleasure being here. Until Monday, I am your host, Natalie Reina, signing off, wishing you a wonderful Thursday night. Ciao for now.